Hello and welcome to my new Flosstube. This is Flosstube 41 and my name is Joanita. I'm Joanita Stitches here on YouTube and on Instagram, and this is where I show my stitching. I always plan on filming every other week, but somehow it turns out it's more like 3 weeks. So I'm back. It's still summer vacation here in the Netherlands. We have just a few days left before school starts again and our work starts again. And the last, 3 weeks were wonderful. We just went away for a couple of days. We didn't go camping this year, but we hope to do that next year. But we had a wonderful time. We went away to visit some family, and we went to an amusement park. Tomorrow we're going to botanical gardens, so a lot of fun. It's just so nice to spend some time together, just the four of us, even if we're out or at home or whatever. And over the last weeks, I did quite a lot of stitching, so I'm going to share that with you today. But first, in my last video, I had a giveaway. And before I forget, I will announce the winner of that one. It was a giveaway for Peruvian flair, and the owner of the Etsy shop, Anna, she was so generous to not only give me one of her patterns, but also offer one to you. And I drew a name earlier today, and it's Diane Durenberger. I think you're German. Sorry if I butchered your name, but it's here on the screen. And yeah, if you want to message me on Instagram, I can get you in touch with Anna and you can choose one of her patterns. So congratulations on your prize, and Anna, thank you again for hosting this giveaway. Let's see. I have one FFO to show you and a lot of stitching. So the project I FFO'd was a new start. I didn't show it here before, and it was a gift, so I couldn't show it before. One of my wonderful friends, Alice, hi Alice, she's just the most wonderful person. And I saw a pattern on Etsy and it reminded me of her, so I stitched it up, I FFO'd it, and I sent it to her. And yeah, I really loved how it turned out, so I will insert some pictures over here. And yeah, it was so nice to work on this for Alice, and I hope she really likes it. So like I said, I've done a lot of stitching. And I wanted to do this earlier in my Flosstubes again, but I'm going to insert pictures of what it looked before or the last time I showed it. But for now, only if I showed it in my last video, because searching where I showed it before, it's hard. So if I showed it in my last video, there will be a before picture over there. And otherwise, only the picture, what it will look like when it's finished. So my first whip, it's a big one. It's April Fairy by Hannah Lynn. It's a chart by HAED, Heaven and Earth Designs. And it's my goal to finish her this year. So you will see pictures of what it will look like when it's done, and what it looked like last time. And earlier I made a mistake on her face. I chose the wrong color, so she had some stripes on her face, and I had to rip out over 1,000 stitches. And oh, it was bugging me so much. It was just terrible. And I just went for it. I picked it out. I stitched over the area again with the right color this time, and I got so much done on her. So for the occasion, I pulled her out of her sidebars, out of her frame, so I can show you the entire piece. And I'm so happy with this one. So let me show you. Her entire face is done. It's done. So this is stitched on 18 count 2/1, and oh, it's so pretty. I will try to keep her straight. And yeah, I'm over 75%, and I love the colors. It's so pretty. I'm stitching this one for my daughter, and oh, she's so happy to see this every time I pull it out and show it to her. So let's see if I can put it in frame better. Oh, she's so pretty. And the pattern goes until about here. So she's almost done. I have 16,000 and a bit stitches left, which still is a lot, but I can finish her this year. And I might even finish her in the next 2 months. So yeah, we will see. So for now, I will put her back on her frame like this, so I can work on the area that's left, and I will unroll her again when she's done. So yeah, I'm really excited to finish this one. It will be my first big finish. So yes. Oh. Then another project I worked quite a lot on, and I really enjoyed it. It's Mini Deer Creek by Donna Gelsinger, also a chart by HAED. And I'm stitching this one using, how do you call it? Parking. And I stitch it in blocks of 10 by 10. And you will have seen what it looked like last time. And I was missing a lot of colors. So I got my order in with the missing threads, and ever since I have a hard time putting it away because it's so fun working on this one. So let me show you. Oh, the light is a little too bright. Let me... It's evening, so it's hard to get it right. I think this is okay. So I stitched this on 20 count, aida, 1/1, and if you get close you can see through the fabric. But if you take a step back, it's okay. And I don't mind it that you can see the axis because it's cross stitch, and it's okay when you can see the axis. And I really like doing the parking like this, so I might even do this on other projects that aren't that far along already. So yeah, this is over 5% done. And here's the start of the leaves, and they are really confetti heavy, as is this English part of a pine tree. Is that how you call it? I think so. But oh, it's so pretty. So I can't wait to work on this even more, and I think I will take this tomorrow in the car so I can stitch on it some more. Then I worked on something else. Let me pull out the picture. This is Daydreaming by Merejka. Sorry for the glare. And on my last video there was someone commenting. I don't even remember who it was, so I'm sorry. She commented, I didn't show a project with a fox. So I thought, well, I have to show one next time, right? So I worked a little bit on daydreaming. I started in the middle and I worked my way over to the corner because that is where I start. And I did a teeny tiny bit on the grass and on the butterfly. So I used a hoop. I just took it off and I didn't iron my piece. So yeah, it's wrinkly. It's just grass and this will be the butterfly. So not a lot to see yet. But I really like working on this one, so I will definitely work on it some more in the coming weeks. Then a project in my own handmade bag. I love this one. It's so pretty. So in this bag is our Stitchystuff friendship cell. And the Stitchystuff, my stitchy friends, they're always linked below. One of them is of course Alice. And then we have Debbie, Creatively Yours, Lydia, Lovely Stitches, and Jemima the Rocking Stitcher. And most of us are working on Quilting Me by the Blue Flower. And only Debbie is doing another Blue Flower one. She is doing Huckleberry Farm. And I did quite a lot on this one on our last Zoom. During last month, we were focusing on full coverage. So I didn't work on this one. And the last Zoom, my husband was away, and when he's gone, I can't sleep. And I had an audiobook I wanted to finish, so I stayed up until 3 in the morning till he came home. And yeah, it's okay, but it gave me some time to work on this one some more. So yeah, here she is. I finished her bee butt, her behind. Oh, she's so pretty, and it kind of feels like she's almost done. There's still a lot to do though, but yeah. And I really love the colors. The fabric is hand-dyed by Debbie, Creatively Yours, and it's in the color Honeybee. This is 32 count murano. I'm really bad at telling the kind of fabrics, but it's always in the description box. So if you ever are wondering the fabric or whatever, it's in the description box, and otherwise you can always message me. But I'm using part the called for and partly some different colors. Annemiek from the Handwerk Boutique, or LNS here in the Netherlands, she helped me pick out some colors, and there's a red in it over here and also in her backside, and I added it in. It's not part of the called for, but it made it a little bit brighter, and it's so pretty. And I can't wait to finish this. So yeah, and after this one is done, we will kind of all work on Deer Creek. The Stitchystuff, we all have this pattern as a whip or in our plans to start it. And yeah, it's so fun to also work on a full coverage together. So when this is done, during our Zooms, I will work on Deer Creek. So once again, because it's so pretty. So I will put it away. Otherwise, it will be a big mess when I'm done. Then I worked a teeny tiny bit on another project. And it's this one. It's Foxy Fall by Faraway Design. And I'm stitching this using the Cold For. And I forgot the name of the fabric, but it's a big piece. And this is how far I am. So it's not far at all. I don't even remember exactly what I did. Let's see. So I'm sure I did this part. And I think I also finished up this darker petal of the flower. So there's not a lot to see yet, but I really love the colors. And it's so bright and shiny. And it's a fox. So yeah, I will definitely work on this soon. So yeah. Let's put this away as well. And this is stitched in the Cold For Weeks Dye Works. And they're so pretty. Oh, and there's DMC. I use B5200, but it calls for blank, but it's too close to my fabric color. So let's see. It's so pretty. The lighting might be a little bit too bright, but it's already evening. And I find it hard to find the right lighting when it's dark outside. So I will try to film earlier in the evening when it's still bright outside. So the next project I worked on is by Lettistitch. And it's Spring Fairy. And I'm working in this top corner. This is a bag by Good Fiber. It's on Etsy, and I think her Etsy name is a little bit different than Good Fiber. I will search for it and put it in the screen somewhere. So this is also stitched on 20 count aida. I'm doing the parking method as well. There's no back stitch yet, but this is how far I am. You can see the bird, the butterflies, and the start of her wing. And I'm focusing on finishing the first page before I move over again on this one. And I think I have just this amount left on the page. So it's really pretty. And if they're at the end, I will do all the back stitch, and then the butterflies and the bird will be even prettier. Let's see. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong today. I just drank a glass of water before I started filming, and I think my body isn't accepting the large amount of water at once. Let's see, there are only 2 projects left. And one of them is one of my favorites, and it doesn't get out as much as it deserves. So here is Fox by Lan Arte. This is what it will look like when it's done. And I'm stitching this one also on 20 count aida. And I did quite a lot on this one actually. So here it is. Again, the lighting is not that great today. But I filled in everything from here down his nose and a bit over here, the darker shade. Let's see. That's better. And it's so pretty. So over here there was quite a lot of confetti. You can't see it, but it actually is like 6 colors of orange. And oh, it's so pretty. So I will definitely get this out again soon, because it's I'm almost ashamed how long this is a whip. So then there's only one project left. It's in my So Much to Love bag, and it's Pandemic. And I did quite a lot on this one as well. And in my last video I told there was a little bit of an accident with tea. And there were big splotches all over it, and luckily I got it out with lemon juice, but it's still a little bit visible, so yeah. So a picture of what it looked like before, and this is how far I am at the moment. And over here there's still a little bit of a mark, but I worked over here on this side. So yeah, I worked down this border from around here, the gray part, these flowers, the big one and the small ones, the bird, feather, everything below this is new. And I really love my colors, and it's so pretty. It's mostly Weeks Dye Works with DMC for the dark blue, the gray, and the dark red. Let's see if it will focus. Yes, I think it's focused. Yeah, there it is. It's so pretty. And sometimes I can stitch during work. I do call center work, and sometimes I have to wait until I get a call. And during those waiting minutes, mostly it's just a couple of minutes in between, I will put in a couple of stitches, and I think I will use Pandemic for the upcoming week. So we will see. Yeah, it's all in. So yeah, this was it. This was all the stitching, and it leaves me with a shout out, because 2 amazing people started their first Flosstubes. The first one is Elisa. She is, let me check, eCrafting Colorado on Flosstube, and she's amazing. We have so much in common, and her stitching is beautiful. So I will link her down below. Check her out. And yeah, her Flosstube, it's just like sitting with a friend, and yeah, I just love her personality, her stitching. And the next one is a new Dutch Flosstuber. Her name is Joanita, and she also started her first Flosstube. She was really nervous, but she did so good. I really love how bubbly and how fun she is. So go check out both of these girls, because it's their first Flosstube, and Flosstube is scary. It's hard to make Flosstubes, especially the first time, because you don't know what you will do or talk about. You're nervous. So I think they both did a great job. So they're both linked below. And there's one for Under 1,000 Subs Club, and her name is Dani, Needlecraft Dani. She's German, and she had a lot of videos already, but her stitching is so beautiful. I shouted her out before. She does a lot of full coverage, fancy ladies, all beautiful projects. So also go check out Dani, her Flosstube. And yeah, this was it. Okay, during editing, I have to break in because I forgot something really important. A big announcement. So let's dive right in. Alice from the Stitchystuff. Hi, Alice. She came up with the most amazing idea. Dutch Mania got cancelled 2 years, and we need to get together, a retreat, however you want to call it. And we're going to do that. A Stitchystuff effort. Alice came up with the idea, and we're going to help her. But we also need you, because we want to know if you are interested in a retreat. If you want to come over to the Netherlands, you're more than welcome. We love all the stitchers. Everyone's welcome. So we want to know if you want to come and if you prefer a 1-day get together or 2 days. So please let me know. We're very excited, and more news later. So back to the regular video. Bye. So I will go on and edit all the pictures in, and yeah, I think I will be back in 2 weeks. Next week I will start working again, and I don't know how much stitching I will get in, but I will try to be back in 2 weeks, and even if it's a short video, that's okay. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.